Who are you getting most of your advice from? Social media, friends, family, co-workers, Google searches, WebMD? I am wondering, because we are so quick now to look something up or to jump on social media to find out information, are we vetting any of the information that we are collecting from all of these random sources, right? And I even say random for your friends, family, and coworkers. Because if we are collectively, as a society, gathering most of our information from social media to then give out to everybody that we know, who's vetting this information? And how much vetting are we doing and looking at who we take advice from and where we get that advice from? I'm TR Nichols here with 5 Minutes for Men. Today we're going to have a discussion about who we take advice from and where we get that advice from. For me, I have an inner circle that I communicate a lot with, whether I'm talking to them on the phone, which I know is a weird thing, right? Talking to them on the phone, texting, or group chats, or sitting down somewhere over a meal or something like that, or at a bar or something, having conversations about investing, family, relationships, work, and how we go about that, right? My inner circle is very key in terms of how I source my advice, how I take and weigh advice that I get from different people. Even within my inner circle, there's levels to who I take advice from in terms of how that advice is weighed against somebody else giving me information about a particular item. I try to, often as I can, vet the information that I get, even from reliable sources, by usually trying to get as much input as I can from people who are actually doing something that I may want to attempt, or who have done the thing that I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to get my advice as best I can from reliable sources in terms of they have done it, right? Or they are currently doing the thing that I am looking to do. I definitely would like to hear from other men about who they take advice from and why they take advice from these people, right? That you take advice from. And if there's even social media outlets that you take advice from based on them doing the thing that you would like to do. As far as, let's say, like investments go, there's sources that I look to, like Earn Your Leisure, right, is one that's very big right now. They have blown up. These young guys have blown up over time in terms of the social media aspect of them giving advice about investing. So to look to people who don't do something, then try to give advice about doing it, I find that weird, to take advice from people who have not either done something. Like, I'm not going to take advice from somebody who has never bought a house about buying a house. That doesn't really make sense to me, because if you have never done it, but you're going to give me advice about how to do it, that doesn't really make sense to me as a man, just in general. So for me, I try to take advice from people who are doing it or who have done something, which is why I also lean on my mentors a lot, friends who have done something that I would like to attempt to do. But I'm definitely interested in, how does this work for you? Comment below about who you take advice from. Do you weigh that advice, and does it have different variables in who you take it from? So if I have a mentor who is in line with my career, who is at a level that I would like to get to, I feel like I can take advice from that person. And especially over time, you learn who is reliable in terms of their advice and who is giving you good advice and who is giving you bad advice. I have a few uncles who can give me advice about where I would like to go as a man in terms of certain things that they do and how to go about those things, because I have listened to them and the advice that they have given me over time has been beneficial. So definitely comment below, share any of this information that would be beneficial to other men, and comment about who you take advice from, why you take advice from them, and whether that's either social media, friends, family, co-workers, or if it's a Google search or WebMD, right? Share that out, because as men, it's very important that we understand our sources, that we are taking information from, and then try to go out into the world and be successful with that information. If you're taking information from bad sources and you're wondering why things aren't working out, you gotta think about your sources of where you're getting advice from, because there is no worse enemy than taking bad advice. 5 minutes for men. TR Nichols here with 5 minutes for men. Have a good day.